Happy Thirsty Thursday, guys. Our live stream 4-day winning streak finally came to an end. I guess it had to happen at some point, but we're going to bounce back today on DFS. We're going to head straight over to Prizepicks. There's a couple Nrfi plays I've already identified that I like. And then I got an underdog play, and I got my top parlay. That was the one good thing we did yesterday is I gave you guys that parlay that ended up cashing. So let's talk some Thursday baseball. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keystone. Guys, I got some plays for you today that I freaking like. If you are new to the channel, definitely hit that sub button. And while you're at it, smash the thumbs up too. Goes a long way to help a small YouTuber try to grow in front of a broader audience. Yeah, this was like the only thing that really happened yesterday, guys. We hit a parlay. Been doing pretty good on the books. Really like some UFC stuff this week. Now, we sold out yesterday on these, but I'm going to restock 5. I put it just down there on the banner. I'm going to give 5 people another chance to get in on this. I will tell you ahead of time, you can make money on this no matter what, but if you have DraftKings Pick 6, it's going to be a big deal. So keep that in mind. If you're a books user, this will be worth it because we're going to have a ton of book parlays as well and some straight picks. I already gave one out on the stream yesterday on the main event. I put $800 down to win 2,000 on Jack Della Maddalena is how you pronounce his name. Guess we could just call him a JDM. So let's get straight into the picks today. Like I said, don't have a ton to show you on a recap. It's very rare when I don't have at least a few winning DFS slips to show you, but it was a lot of 3 out of 4, 2 out of 3. We barely missed. It's just day baseball for you. So yeah, so let's head straight over here to Prizepicks. Now, yesterday's we went, I think it was 3. We got like 0.4 units back. So we just needed one more to get that 2x. There's only 5 options on the board today. What I'm thinking here is we just go with a little 2-pick today. So Fenway Park, Coors Field, obvious ones. Chase Field, this surprised me a little bit because it's really on the back of this Dodgers right here. Because Yamamoto's he's pitching today, and this guy's been lights freaking out. And he's got a pretty good track record against his Diamondbacks roster. The only guy who's had a little bit of mild success against him in those front 3 batters is Ketel Marte. He's 2 for 4. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but the weather is probably going to be pretty good. They definitely like the over. I'm kind of leaning some unders here today. So we got this target filled one down here. Now, I do like Buxton a lot today, and if he can get through, if Dean Kramer can get through Byron Buxton, I think he's decent chance this stays under. But, Buxton's been really hot. It wouldn't shock me if he hit a homer, so it's kind of a tricky board today. We have Phillies Rays. Do they have that one up on the board? They do not. So, oh, yeah, they do. It's right here. So, what I'm thinking is we just stick with this Kansas City Chicago White Sox under theme. It's been working for us the last couple of days. Davis Martin actually has a pretty good track record against this Royals roster. Bobby Witt baseball is actually 0 for 5 against him, surprisingly. And then, yeah, Bubik's career numbers against this White Sox roster don't look the greatest, but they've been struggling with left-handed pitching. They have a bottom 6 or 7 batting average overall against left-handed pitching this year, and Bubik's probably a guy that should pitch pretty well at home today. So I like this under a lot, and then that's got a 53% chance to go over. But we're going to trust our bones on this one again. And then the Chase Field one, the Dodgers are so good. I mean, their front 3 guys, I mean, they're on fire right now, and they all have success. Every single one of them has success against Brandon Pfaadt. So that could be one we just smash the over button on and hope the Dodgers get it done. But it's like I kind of like the ones where if we take the over, like both pitchers have a chance, like to give up a run here. So let's take another look. So we got this under here. So basically, I told you this was a good one. I think if Kramer can get through Byron Buxton. Bailey Ober, I mean, he's got pretty good numbers against this Baltimore team lifetime. And then, this is a tricky one too because Luzardo, he's been giving up a lot of hits, but not a lot of runs in his last couple starts. But Tampa Bay really struggles with lefties. Right now, they're like dead last or bottom 2 in the league against left-handed pitching in batting average. So I do like the Phillies, but sometimes they can kind of start slow too against Ryan Pepiot. There's not this guy's been struggling against right-handed pitching this season, but two of the three first hitters on Phillies lineup is usually Bryson Stott, who's left-handed, and then you have Kyle Schwarber or Bryce Harper, excuse me, and Trey Turner. So that's two lefties, one righty. So they like this to go. Where's that at? Steinbrenner Field. It's 52% chance. But, I do like Trey Turner today, but the way that, Pepiot's been pitching a lot better against left-handed than right-handed. Harper's been hot. It's a little tricky on that one. You could, if I had to build out a 5-man, I'd probably go less. And then this one right here, I'd probably go less too. So I guess we can just do it. Just take 5 fucking lesses today. And if you want to run a 2-man, I would run this one under and this one under. So we'll do both. So lock that in. If you're new to the channel, guys, Prizepicks limits me to $5 play. So there's lineup number 1. Go ahead and take a screenshot. Do what you need to do. It's basically just all unders on the board, right? So let's go back to the board here. And okay, so we're going to take the Bubic under and the which one did I say? The Kramer one. Yeah, I think these are probably the best two that I feel the best about. So we'll run that as a 2-man. And hopefully we'll get a hit. So, yeah. So I have a parlay, and I would love to show you guys the whole slip, but, YouTube's a little iffy about showing these things lately. So I believe it's negative 118. So I put $118 to win 1 unit on this. So we're going to take Minnesota tonight. This should be free, but the way the NBA's gone in the second round, Boston last night, wow, that was really bad. I mean, OKC, they did what you should have done when you lose a game 1 at home. You come back in game 2 and you fucking throttle and destroy. Boston didn't do that. So, but I think Minnesota should. I mean, Steph Curry is going to be out of this game, and I think the Warriors just going to have a hard time scoring points. I think Minnesota will adjust. You can say, oh, well, they couldn't even get it done without Curry. Well, teams on the fly and stuff, now they have a whole game to prepare without Curry. So trust me when I say that I'm very confident that the Wolves take care of business tonight. They're huge favorites, 5.5 to 1. And then we're just taking a couple baseball teams that I like. The Phillies and the Dodgers have been really hot. They're 2 road teams. So what I like about that is we're guaranteed that 9th inning of at-bats. When you pick a home team, sometimes you only get 8 innings of at-bats. So we get 2 teams that are playing 9 innings today on the road. Like I said, Pepiot, he's struggled this year, and he's doing better against lefties than righties. But Trey Turner's been hot. Castellanos up until yesterday had been pretty hot. He let us down in a slip. Alec Baum, they got a lot of these guys that are good righties that I think will have some success. I just think they'll find their way to 3 runs, and then same thing with the Dodgers. I mean, Freddie Freeman might do that all on his own, the way this guy's been playing. So lock this in. We did hit that one yesterday, of course, and yeah, I really like this 3-leg parlay to try to win 1 unit. I think it's definitely a good shot at this. So let's get into the underdog slip of the day. All right, boys. So if you are new to the channel, like I said, I just partnered with these guys, and I'm excited about it. And what I'm going to do is if you sign up using promo code SBAA, use the link below. Just make sure that you do it right, and send me a couple snapshots where it says referred by SBAA, and then I need your first or your all-time deposit so I can see that first timestamp, the deposit stamp. I can match it up on my end. If you do that, not only are you going to get up to $1,000 bonus from them, but you're going to get an automatic invite into one of my best ball NFL fantasy drafts. So, it's going to be absolutely free for you to join, and you got a chance to win like $200. So, yeah, pretty cool. All you got to do is text me proof. Very simple setup. And I'll probably do Beyond Underdog. I put Underdog on the ticker, but if you're not on Better and you're not on Chalkboard, any of those 3 will get you an invite into one of these leagues. Just make sure you don't screw up the sign-up process. It's very important. Make sure you get that promo code right. Better is the only one that's different. The rest of them are all SBAA. The links below are your best way there. It should load everything for you. And yeah, let's get into the picks. All right. So speaking of Freddie Freeman, how can we not stay in the flames of this guy? I mean, it's just incredible what he's been doing the last couple days. All right, so we're just going to take him to get his total bases. He's done this in 3 straight games, 4 out of the last 5. Like I said, against Ryan or against Brandon Fott, he's actually batting 354 lifetime, 11 plate appearances, 4 hits. So, total bases 9, 3 extra base hits. You like to see that. Of the 4 hits, 3 of them went for power. And the way that the thing about Freeman right now, what's making him such on a roll here is that his launch angle. His launch angle is like in that sweet spot right now. So not only is he barreling up the ball very well, his launch angle's there. So when you combine those two things, that's where these hitters get in the zone and they hit for a lot of extra base hits, a lot of home runs, a lot of power, right? So you got great conditions in Arizona today. It should be nice and warm, toasty down there. The ball is probably going to travel well. So versus right-handed pitching this season, Freddie Freeman is just going bonkers. So I mean, he's hitting both well too. This is a guy that crushes left-handed pitching as well. And then Fadot, he's actually been a little better. Actually, no, he's been worse against lefties, which is a good sign. And then Freeman just crushes these pitches right here. These 4 that he's going to get. You don't want to throw this guy some changeups. Okay, look at this expected WOBA. The 4-seam fastball is still a pretty good number. And then a slider, if he gets a slider, my goodness, or a stinker, Freeman's just destroying like everything right now. So I don't feel like I need to sell you guys too much more on it. I think there's a very strong chance that tomorrow we get that 5th plate appearance because he's usually batting 3rd in the lineup. So, or today, I should say. As you can see, it's like every other, couple games here. But I think there's a strong chance. I'm pretty sure yesterday he was like 1 away from getting this, and they got off to kind of a slow start. Or it's possible, if my memory serves me right, they might have actually pinch hit for him. That's the only reason he didn't get it. I'm pretty sure that's actually what happened. So, yeah, let's take Freddie Freeman to get 2 bases. Now, if you guys don't know how bases work, you're new to baseball. It's only by hits. So like a walk, and then like if he moves on to second, that don't count as a base. It's just from hits. So if he hits a double or better, triple, home run, we win. If he hits 2 singles, we win. I feel pretty good about this. And then Trey Turner, I told you guys, Ryan Pepio, or however you pronounce his last name, Pepio. He has been giving up a lot of production to right-handed pitching. This is a track record that goes back to a couple seasons here. So if we come over here to that game, I'll show you real quick. Now, there's no sample size here, right? Actually, I went to the wrong site here. Let's see where I'm at. We're looking at Casey Mize. I was thinking maybe that's, there might be some runs scored in that game today. We come over here to this, where is it at? Right here. Pepio, solid numbers this year. 1.4 whip, though. That's a good sign to see. Putting a lot of guys on base. He did pitch pretty well against the Yankees and the Padres in his last 2 starts, but you can see he was a little shaky before that. I'm just trusting the Phillies here. You can see right here. Let me blow this up a little. So this season right here, he's given up a 321 batting average so far to right-handed pitching. Much, much better against lefties. And if you look, since 2023, this is a common theme. This is a righty that actually has a kind of an interesting release point that left-handers just don't seem to hit as well. So the righties are the ones that tend to hit this guy better. So that's why I like guys like Trey Turner today. I definitely like guys like Alec Baum today. He's a little farther down in the lineup, but we're just trusting the bones here. Trey Turner has been on fire, and we only need him to get 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This isn't even a basis prop. So there's a lot of ways he can get that. He can, if he draws a couple walks, gets hit by a pitch, and then his teammates knock him in, well, those count as runs. He hits a sacrifice fly with a guy on third base. That counts as an RBI. There's just a ton of ways for Trey Turner today. On the road, very strong chance we get that 5th plate appearance. He's been batting second in the lineup a lot, right before Bryce Harper. So, give me Trey Turner, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then we're going to stick to the later games tonight because, we got some day baseball. I want to make sure I got you guys a slip in. This is probably my top play anyways of the day. We're taking Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to get 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Same thing. Vlad's actually drawn a walk in 3 straight games, so this is a good prop for him to take because I've seen games where he'll draw 2-3 walks or get an intentional walk, and then his teammate will hit him in for a run. Well, that doesn't help you on the basis props, but it definitely helps you on hits, runs, RBIs. These are pretty low numbers. And this pays 4.64x total because these are like, likely to happen. Underdog has these at like modified below a pick 'em. So, but it's still solid. A quarter unit bet's going to still pay you like 118, 120 bucks, something like that. Yeah. So I like Vlad today. There's no real historical track record here again, but I like the fact that he's on the road. All three of these guys are on the road, meaning they're going to have a good chance today to get that fifth plate appearance, which really helps our chances to hit a slip like this. Now, if you look at Soriano, healthy, strong whip here too for us. He's given up a lot of base runners. 1.43 whip. Whip stands for walks and hits per inning pitched. So he's putting a runner and a half on base every inning. And, he's been getting roughed up a little bit. He did pitch well in his last start against the Tigers, but before that, you're looking at 6 base runners, 12 base runners, 12 base runners. So I like Vlad's chances here. This is another guy, too, that historically for a righty is, it's kind of the same setup here, right? He's given up more numbers to right-handed pitching since 2023, including this season where guys are hitting almost 300 off of him. So Vlad's also been a little hot here. So if we come down here, you can see he's never faced this guy, but they're gonna be stacking righties today. So maybe take a look at the Toronto team total too. I might have a look at that. Santander is a switch hitter, so he'll probably bat righty. So I think this is a pretty good little setup here. Springer's been hot. He let us down yesterday. And Bo Bichette always lets me down. But I'm just saying, I think these front four today have a pretty good chance to stack some numbers. Vlad himself, if you look right here, let me blow this up a little bit. So this column right here is the RBIs. This column right here is the runs. And this is the hits. So if you just kind of look down each line here, he got 3 in this one. He got 2 in this one. He got 2 in this one. This one was a miss. He got 2 and 3 in this one. He got, what is that? 5. So, he's been hitting this more often than not. It's really not that much to ask for a player of his caliber. So I do like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. today to hit this 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs line. And yeah, boys, sign up on Underdog. Get yourself an automatic invite into one of my best ball drafts. If you're an NFL fan, you're gonna enjoy this. Oh, by the way, there's no limits too. So if you're like a Prizepicks user and you're not on Chalkboard and you're not on Underdog or you're not on Better Picks yet, if you sign up on all three and don't screw it up and just text my phone, numbers down in the description, you'll get an invite into 3 drafts. So you'll have a chance to win like $600 for absolutely free. And the best balls are fun, and they're all going to be in a community of our guys. So, probably maybe a little closer to that season when it kind of starts here. I'll probably start it up pretty quick. I'll probably get a Discord going where, our whole community can get in there and talk about these best ball drafts and, football and, daily baseball, definitely maybe a little UFC too. So we'll see if I can get that going here pretty soon, set it all up. So that's all I got for you today. Let's win that parlay. Let's win this Underdog slip. And yeah, we got some Prizepicks, Nrfi, Yrfis too. So let's just sweep the fucking board today. Peace.